right, so come into your downward dog. Fan up all 10 fingers at the top of your mat. Press your arms straight. Hips curl up towards the sky. Take a breath in. Long breath out. Inhale your right leg up to the sky. Draw your knee to your nose. Down dog split. Right knee, left elbow. Down dog split. Right knee, right elbow. Nice. Down dog split. Step it through. High crescent lunge. So keep the back heel lifted, then reach the arms up to the sky. Awesome. Same kind of cue here. Clasp your hands up and overhead. Isometrically widen your arms. And press into the back of your left foot. Scrub your right hip back. Awesome. From here, lift up through the side ribs. Reach it up and over to the right. Hello, balance. Might feel a little wobbly. That's totally normal. All right, let's find our twist. Left tricep, right outer thigh. Hands pressed together. Come to the back of your back foot. So the ball of your left foot. Engage the quad. Scrub your right hip back. Gaze over the right shoulder. Awesome. High crescent lunge, reach your arms back up. Humble crescent, arms reach back, heart hovers over your right knee. Step into your right foot for airplane pose. You can either point or flex your left toes, but draw your left hip to be square to the floor. Draw your inner thigh up towards the sky. Awesome. Left knee into your chest, reach your arms up. Eagle pose, left leg up and over your right, left arm, either single, so give yourself a hug with your left arm under your right, or you can take that full eagle arm. Nice. Then sink your hips back, lift your chest up. Woo, as I fall over. All right, unravel, one leg Tadasana. Standing splits, hands down, left leg up. Bend your left knee. Inhale, halfway lift. Forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold on the exhale. Last one. Step it back. Plant your palms, down dog split. Right leg up and back. Bend the knee, stack your hip. Now draw your right heel towards your glute. And then lift up your knee towards the sky. Draw your right shoulder closer to the floor and bend your left knee slightly to rip open your mat towards the left. So many things happening. So many jiggles. All right, warrior one, step your right foot through. Left heel spins down, reach your arms up. Beautiful, warrior two, open up. Reverse warrior, inhale. Side angle, exhale. Place your right forearm on top of the thigh, or you can drop your right hand on the inside of your right foot. Reach your left hand up and maybe over to frame your face. Sit deeper into that right knee. Press into the outer edge of your left foot. Draw your left hand behind your skull. Wrap your bicep towards your face. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder, and then look towards your big toe. All right, from here, extend your left elbow forward, like you're painting a circle, and then come up and around to gaze up towards your sky. So onto your left bicep. There we go. Woo! Right glute should be on fire. All right, re-extend your left hand up and overhead. Reverse warrior, reach it up and back. Half moon pose, step into your right leg, kick up and into the left. Right hand is on the ground, a little diagonal from your right foot. And then your left hand can be on your hip, or you can reach up to the sky. And feel like you're grabbing onto a tightrope with your left hand, and you're pulling your body to be up in line with your leg. So much so, you can maybe float your right hand off of the ground. Yeah, more balance, guys. All right, float back. Warrior two. Reverse your warrior, breathe in. Low lunge, breathe out. Side plank, right foot stacks on top of your left. We're doing that same sort of crescent with our left side body. So press your left palm into the mat to lift your hips up to the sky for 5, 4, 3, 2. Take it through a vinyasa. We'll meet in downward dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nice. Now extend that left heel up to the sky. Draw your knee to your nose. Down dog split. Left knee, right elbow. Down dog split. Left knee, left elbow. Down dog split. Step it through, high crescent lunge. Press into the ball of your right foot. Reach the arms up. Clasp your hands up and overhead. Isometrically widen the arms and move your rib cage up so you can lift up and over towards the left. Nice, breathe in. Breathe out. Find your twist, right tricep, left outer thigh. Hands pressed together. Engage your glute, your right glute, and draw your left heart towards the sky. Nice. Reach the arms back up, high crescent. Humble crescent. Arms swing back, heart swings forward. Step into that front leg, airplane pose. So an airplane, draw your right hamstring towards the sky. That's how you're gonna find activation in your hamstring and in your glute. Awesome, one leg Tadasana, right knee into your chest, right arm under left, give yourself a hug or double bind it, and then right leg up and over your left for eagle. Hips sink back, chest reaches up, elbows away from your chest. Awesome. Unwind. Standing splits. Right leg up, draw your heel towards your glute, halfway lift, inhale. Fold, breathe out. 2 more, lift. Fold. Lift up and lengthen. Step it back, down dog split, left leg up. Bend the left heel towards your glute, stack your hip, and then draw your left shoulder towards the ground. Bend your right knee just bend your right knee and then press your left or your right foot into the mat and try to widen it into the floor. Nice. Warrior one. Left leg comes up and through. Reach your arms up to the sky. Warrior two. Open out wide. Front hand flips reverse. Side angle pose. Take the same variation you took on the other side, just have symmetry. And then reach your arm up to the sky or frame it by your ear. Maybe clasp your hand behind your head and wrap your bicep in towards your face. Once you have that, drop your left ear to your left shoulder and then look at your left big toe. Awesome. From here, draw your right elbow towards the front of the room, up and over, and then tilt your head back so you can gaze up and under your right armpit towards the sky. Sink lower in that front leg, engage your glute, press your right outer edge of your foot in the mat. For 3, 2, 1, re-extend your right hand up and over. Reverse your warrior. Half moon pose, step into your left foot. Kick your right foot up towards the sky and parallel your foot so it's facing the wall. Shouldn't be parallel to the ground. Awesome, then feel like you're grabbing onto a tightrope with your right hand. Lift your chest to be more in line with your hips. Maybe float your left hand off the ground. Nice. Slowly bend that front leg, step back. Warrior two, reverse warrior. Low lunge, Side plank. Stack your left foot on top of your right. Find that arc, that crescent around your right oblique. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2. High to low push-up. Upward dog. Down dog. Breathe in. Long breath out. Nice, reach the right leg up to the sky. Step it through warrior 1. Hands to heart center. I'm taking a twist here, so really power up into the legs and twist from your belly to bind your left tricep on the right outer thigh. This is a deep twist. So you might want to take a wider step with the front or back foot. And if this is not accessible, come into that crescent lunge again. Nice. Try to press your right hip back, lengthen your skull forward. Awesome. Warrior 2. Reverse triangle, straighten that front leg. Reach it up and back. Triangle pose, shift your hips towards the back. Reach towards the front of your room. And tick-tock your arms. So left hand up, right hand down. Your right hand can be on the floor or your shin. Whatever feels comfortable. Try to externally rotate that front leg so you can really wrap your right glute under. Awesome. Frame your front foot. Pyramid pose, step your left foot in about a foot. Halfway lift, listen carefully, plant your left hand, draw your right hand to your sacrum. Another twist. Stay here or twist your right shoulder to stack on top of your left. Maybe extend your right hand up. This is probably one of my least favorite poses, but they say the poses that you least like are the ones that you need the most. And I had a pretty crappy week at work, so here we go. Nice. Breathe in, lengthen through the heart. Exhale, twist it a little deeper. Frame your right foot. Low lunge. Downward facing dog. Roll to plank pose. Lower halfway or all the way. Upward dog. Down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Step it through, warrior 1. Inhale, reach your arms high to the sky. Hands to heart. And find that twist from the belly. Catch your right arm onto the outside of your left leg. Hands in prayer. Might have to take a wider stance here. And then scrub your left hip back. Engage your right quad. Keep contact of your feet into the floor. Awesome. Lengthen through the heart. Reach up, warrior 1. Open to warrior 2. Reverse triangle, inhale. Triangle pose, exhale. Place your left hand on the floor of your shin. Arm reaches high up to the sky. Nice. External rotation of that front leg, ever so slightly. Frame your front foot, pyramid pose. Step your right foot in about a foot. Halfway lift, plant your right palm down. Left hand to your sacrum. Different sides, different variations and how they feel in your body. So go to your edge, lift your chest, then twist left shoulder to stack on top of your right. Maybe lift your left hand. Again, press your left hip back. Should feel some serious sensation on that left leg. Awesome. One more breath, lengthen. Exhale to twist. Frame your front foot. Step it back, down dog. Last vinyasa of today, roll to plank. Lower halfway. Press back up, plank. lower halfway. One more, press back up, plank, lower halfway, upward dog. Breathe in, squeeze your heels together. Breathe out, hips up and back. Awesome, reach your right leg up to the sky. Bend your knee, stack your hip. Pigeon pose, draw your right knee behind your right wrist. Then extend your left leg straight down on your mat. Inhale to lift your chest. And then just fall over that front leg. Maybe stack your fists to press your forehead on top of. Notice your breath. Are you holding your breath? Are you allowing it to flow to give you vitality in your body? Two more breaths. Awesome, uncurl your hands underneath your shoulders, press it up and back, down dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up, bend the knee, stack your hip. Pigeon pose, draw the knee behind your left wrist, and then kind of inchworm your right leg back on the ground. Inhale first to really lengthen up, and then find that fold onto the ground. You stacked your wrists on the other side, just change which hand is on top this time. Allow this present moment in this pose to just be all that is. This breath, this moment, this space and time. Two more breaths. Nice downward dog when you're ready. Curl the hands under your shoulders. Lift your hips up and back. And just walk towards your front of the mat or all the way onto your sit bones. Draw your knees into your chest. We'll take one bridge pose. And if you want to go into wheel, feel free. I'm just going to instruct bridge. Press your feet into the ground. Lift your hips off of the mat. Press into your heels, engage your glutes, your inner thighs. Lengthen your throat for 5, 4, 3, 2, and release down. Extend your arms up and overhead, full body stretch. Shavasana, draw your arms to your sides. Feet as wide as your mat. Relax every single part of your body, from your toes all the way up through the crown of your head. Close your eyes. Release the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Begin to wiggle your fingers, your toes, and roll your wrists and ankles. And interlace your fingers, reach them up and overhead. Another full body stretch. Breathe in, breathe out. Draw your knees into your chest. And fall over to the right side of your mat. Carefully, slowly press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Keep your eyes shut and then draw your hands to your heart. Take a moment to press your thumbs into your sternum and feel the life force behind you, your heart beating, the sweat on your body, the energy that is fueling you. Take your thumbs to your third eye. And in reverence of this practice, the light in me honors and bows to the light within each of you. Namaste.